Here we have a bit of an antique. This is a 2000 BMW 316 petrol in blue. It's a very old car now, and to be fair, it's not in too bad condition as you'll see in the video. Looking at the front tyre here, there's around 3mm of tread, not a lot, but enough to get you past the MOT. Looking at the front alloy here, you have a few little scuffs on it and curbs there, but overall condition, very surprising for its age. Just a few little nicks here and there. Looking down the off side of the vehicle, now I did notice a few minor dinks. So you've got one here, so my finger is very small, but it is there. Another one just a bit further down the driver's door next to it, and there was another little one somewhere. You've got a bit of a dink here as well, as you can see, just there, just below the driver's side pit here, and a few little marks on it here and there, as you can see, little scratches and scuffs on the bodywork. Overall though, it is looking very nice. If we move around to the rear passenger door, we've got a small little dink there, and another small one just there as well, my finger is. Looking at the offside rear, and again you've got around 3mm of tread. Looking at the rear alloy here, you can see you've got quite a bit of curbing, to be fair. This alloy is not half as in good condition as the front, as you can see. And then moving around to the rear of the car, little nick there on the back, and we got quite a few scuffs here on the plastics, as you can see, and a bit of fading there on the plastic. That's the same all the way down the rear plastics here. You can see it's all faded, discoloured. It's got some scratches in it as well. A little bit of chip there on the boot, and it's got a bit of rust in it, as you can see. But overall, just very minor things. As you can see, you got quite a good scuff, and then a bit of a scratch there, and it's gone into the paint. And same on the corner as well. You can see damage to the plastics, and scratches and little chips here and there on this corner. But overall, isn't that bad. Looking in the boot, you can see it's good condition in the boot. You don't get your spare wheel either. But condition wise, it's not bad. Moving on to the near side of the car, the near side rear, and again you've got around 3mm of tread. Then looking at the rear alloy on the near side, as you can see, you've got some curbing all the way around the alloy, and some lacquer peel there. Then looking down the near side of the car, again you've got a few little scratches above the rear arch, as you can see. It's had a bit of a scuff here, so it's took the paint off there. You've got a bit of rust underneath, and it's took the plastic up just a very small amount, but just scratches around it as well. Dinks wise, you've got a very minor one here. It's very hard to catch on camera, but they are very minor. And again, on the front passenger door here, just a few scratches. Looking on the roof, you've got a small dink just here. You can just about see that. And then moving around to the near side front, and again there's around 3mm of tread. Looking at the front alloy on the near side, again you can see you've got some quite heavy curbing there. But the fronts aren't that bad, to be honest. Moving around to the front of the vehicle, got a few scuffs here and scratches on this side of the car. The badge is a little bit corroded, as you can see. Bit of light scratch there, but doesn't appear to be that many stone chips, to be honest. Got a bit of a scratch here and a bit of scuff in the plastics, but doesn't appear to be any cosmetic damage at all, no damage to the bumpers. So there's the bodywork of the car. And looking inside, you do get one key. It will lock the car, as you can hear, but it won't open it. You do have to use the key. And looking in the car, footwell appears to be in good condition. On the driver's chair here, you can see it's threaded a bit on the cloth interior, and it's a little bit dirty. But looking in the back, it does appear to be in well kept and in a good condition, as you can see, which is quite surprising. You've got a bit of dirt and stains here, but overall isn't too bad at all. And looking around the rest of the interior, there you go. If we step inside the car, I can show the mileage, etc. Okay, no problem starting. It's got a bit of a rattle to it, but you can see 140,957 miles, so I've clocked a few miles. And you've got the brake light on there. I think it's about the pads are low, but looking at controls, you get an aftermarket CD player here. Works perfectly fine. You've got your heating. One thing to say, the windows don't work. They're not going down at all. As you can see, I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. And it's the same on the passenger window, as you can hear. So they don't work. But everything else seems to function well. As you can see with the heating and everything. So that all seems to be functioning well. It's just the windows. Looking at the documents, the car's had 3 previous owners. It does come with the MOT certificate, which you can see ends May the 31st. So in about a month's time, just over a month's time, it'll need its MOT. And you do get partial service history. You get 6 stamps altogether, 3 are at BMW and 3 are none. So your first one there at 15, second at 30, your 48, 63. And then you've got one here, I'm not sure about that one. And then one at 117, so it's had quite a gap from 63 to, that's a major service it says, but then the last one at 117, so again it could do with a service as well. So a bit of work to do to the car, but to be fair, it is a 2000 plate, so it is pretty old. But there we have it, that is the BMW 316 petrol. And overall for its age, not a bad car.